If you're someone who saves money but it never feels like enough, and you're wondering why building wealth feels harder than it should, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today we're talking about why saving your first $10,000 isn't just about the money. It fundamentally rewires how you think, behave, and make decisions, and most people never cross this mental threshold even if they technically could. Here's the assumption that's wrong. Most people think saving money is a math problem. Just earn more. Just spend less. Just budget harder. Look, if that were true, the average American wouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck while earning over $59,000 a year. According to the Federal Reserve, over 60% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency without debt. And that includes people making six figures. So clearly this isn't just about income. Here's what most people don't realize. The hardest part of saving money happens before the numbers even matter. And $10,000 is where the shift happens. Why the first $10,000 feels impossible? Let's talk psychology. When you have less than $10,000 saved, your brain treats money like oxygen. You're not thinking long term. You're not optimizing. You're surviving. Every unexpected expense feels like a threat. Every purchase carries guilt. Every bill feels personal. This is called scarcity mindset, and it's not motivational, it's paralyzing. Behavioral economists have found that financial scarcity can reduce cognitive capacity by the equivalent of losing 13 IQ points. That's like pulling an all-nighter permanently. So when people say, "Why don't you just invest?" or "Why don't you plan better?" they're missing the point. You can't think strategically when your brain is busy playing defense. The math behind the first $10,000. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where people usually mess this up. Saving $10,000 sounds huge, but broken down, $833 per month for 12 months, $192 per week, about $27 per day. Now, I'm not saying that's easy, but here's what's interesting. Most people don't fail because they can't save $27 a day. They fail because they never built a system that makes saving automatic, and they rely on motivation instead. Motivation is unreliable. Systems scale. This is where it gets really interesting. Once you cross $10,000, something subtle but powerful changes. You stop asking, "Can I afford this?" And you start asking, "Is this worth it?" That's a completely different mindset. Money stops being emotional and starts becoming strategic. You're no longer one flat tire away from panic. You're no longer making decisions under pressure. You're no longer reacting, you're choosing. And that's when wealth actually starts compounding. Why $10,000 is a psychological multiplier. Here's a stat most people never hear. According to Vanguard data, investors who maintain an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses are significantly more likely to stay invested during market downturns. Translation? They don't panic sell. They don't sabotage themselves. They don't make fear-based decisions. $10,000 isn't magic, it's margin. And margin gives you patience. Patience gives you discipline. Discipline builds wealth. Now, you might be thinking, "Okay, Sam, but $10,000 is still unrealistic for me." Totally fair. But let me ask you this, honestly. Have you ever actually tracked where your money goes for 30 days? Not guessed. Not estimated. Tracked. Most people discover they're leaking $300 to $600 a month on things that don't meaningfully improve their life. Subscriptions, impulse food, convenience spending, lifestyle inflation they didn't even notice. Not because they're stupid, but because spending is frictionless and saving isn't. A relatable analogy: think of your finances like a leaky bucket. Most people try to pour more water in, more income, more side hustles. But the bucket still leaks. The people who hit $10,000 don't magically earn more at first. They plug the leaks. And once the bucket holds water, filling it becomes easy. The real reason people quit before $10,000. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The first $10,000 is boring. There's no adrenaline, no excitement, no instant gratification. You're saying no, over and over, without visible reward. But this is where discipline is forged. And discipline is the real asset. Actionable steps you can apply immediately. Let's make this practical. Step 1. Automate saving like a bill. If it's optional, it won't happen. Step 2. Separate emergency savings from investing money. Different jobs. Different psychology. Step 3. Track spending weekly, not monthly. Monthly is too late to course correct. Step 4. Increase savings with income increases, not lifestyle upgrades. That's how momentum is built. Step 5. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Momentum beats intensity every time. Why everything changes. After $10,000. Once you hit $10,000, market dips feel like opportunities, not disasters. Job stress decreases because you have options. Investing feels less risky because you're not desperate. Your identity shifts from trying to building, and this compounds faster than money ever could. Here's what most people don't realize. Wealth isn't built by people who are smarter. It's built by people who are calmer. $10,000 buys you calm. And calm is the foundation of every smart financial decision you'll ever make.